Testing, testing, testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. Come on. Yes. Oh, clutch. Problem solving. Problem solving is the game we play in content creation. Man, the spiel I was going on. Oh, the crowd goes nuts. The chat goes bananas. Jack Lukey always in early with the donations. Go Dees. Hope they get up. Enjoy the donation. Yeah, microphone Yeti is the most tried and trusty mic I've ever had in my life. And I don't know what happened then. Yeah, that was a little bit frustrating. Jeez, problem solving on the fly though. It's what it's all about. Oh, God. I started looking in the chat and someone wrote, "This is embarrassing." I was like, oh, God, give a brother a job out. We got 10 minutes till the game starts. There's no need to panic. All right, happy days. I'm lying if I think that's going to be the last technical difficulty for the night. It's just one of those days, isn't it? But anyway, the spiel I was going on about was that I don't think it's going to be as easy as what people think tonight. I do think we'll win comfortably, so I might have just contradicted myself, but I also believe it'll be similar to the Lions last week against West Coast, and I know that they ended up winning by, 70-odd points, but it wasn't a ridiculous margin. Like, given where West Coast are and given where the Lions are, and that was up at the Gabba, it could have got a lot worse than that. So for me tonight, I'm hoping we can just, absolutely put a side away, which we haven't really done since the finals last year, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a bit of a grind, get the chockies, get out. But my biggest fear for tonight is if we go through the motions. And I know that the Dees haven't done that for a long, long time. That sort of circa 2018, 2020, 2019 Melbourne, where you'd rock up to a game where your favourites go in third gear and either not get the result you wanted or lose. So, yeah, there still is that existential crisis fear that could happen tonight. I think we're past that, though. I think we're past that as a footy club. I think, get the job done. 10 goals, which is absurd to say. But given the context, like, I understand 10 goals and I'm feeling like that's not that big of a margin. But given the context and the way everyone's and the media are talking, I feel like they get it done, but not in the way that people are thinking. Good memories at Optus Stadium, says Adith. What a name. Call the Eagles wet toast until the game ends. Okay. Nah. Riley, Doss, I'm nervous. Don't be nervous, Riley. We're in good hands. We're in good hands. Touch wood. The pair says 100 points. Jesus, pair. Don't do it to us, mate. Good game on at the minute as well. The Blues and the Giants around the grounds, thanks to MacDonaldenterprises.com.au. The Blues are up by 11 points, but have had a lot more scoring shots, it seems. They've missed 11 behinds. Jacinta Clark is saying 200. Raise the double ton. I'm subscribed. I'm so nervous, says Dees Agregal 32. I'm subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, can you please subscribe? Our subscriptions are flying at the minute. We're going okay. I had a bit of a lame patch about a month ago on YouTube, and anything I touched turned to absolute sawdust. And I was a little bit upset, a little bit frustrated, but I feel like I've gathered a little bit of momentum back. I've got a good week of YouTube coming up this week. I'll have a pod vlog, I'll have a clip, but I also have a goal kicking challenge. And the subscribers are starting to tick over. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, hop on board, hit the subscribe button, hit like on the stream, and happy days. But I'm pumped. I've waited all weekend to watch the Dees, so it's one of those ones where, you just got to be a little bit more patient when your team is the last game of the round. But we're finally here. We're finally here. Man, I can't believe the audio wasn't working. It's just problem solving, my friends. It's just what this caper is all about, isn't it? Yeah, subscribe if you haven't. That would mean the world to me. Oh, I'm pumped. The Dees are on. Come on. Laboom. Hello, Caden. I am a Dees fan, hoping they can get up today. Bloody oath, mate. Bloody oath. Can't believe Gold Coast won. Yeah, the Suns were good. The Suns were very good against Freo. I can't believe that either. I thought Freo were that team, but they're not quite that team.
People watching today will just be wondering whether or not he'll
All right, I'm on KO. So, oh, God, I've just gotten out of it. What is happening? Come on. I'm on KO, so I should only be sort of 8 seconds behind if your KO's live. But yeah, adjust your monitors accordingly if you want to try and sync me up. Kados, love the hoodie, mate. Sammy G's been repping the MacDonald merch. You're a good man. All right, here we go. The game's about to kick off here at Optus Stadium. It's the Dees and the Eagles. There's the bounce. Come on, Dees. Imagine if we lose. Imagine if we got done. Jeez, scrappy early. Scrappy footy. JK laid out, is he? What the hell? Really? Kennedy's out. That's not good. Well, Jake Lever, the intercepting beast, and then turnover merchant. What was that? Here goes the Eagles. Eagles inside 50. They're pressing early, the Eagles. Jake Lever, 2 intercept marks in 2 minutes. UCAT, come on, Dees. Drown my Freo sorrows. Hey there, UCAT. Have you head to the game tonight? Look at Cozzy go. Shrugs a couple. Kicks wide to Langdon. Big ground, Optus, so Langdon could have a bit of a day. Fritter's got it. Good ball in board to Tommy Mack, who just has an eternity to turn around, kick in board and turn it over. Come on, T-Bone. Come on, Dees. Cozzy is a real crowd pleaser. I got $500 on the Eagles to win. Aussie bro, you're a crazy man. Had tickets, feel too flat to go. Yeah, fair enough, you cat. Play some footy wordle, mate, later tonight. Lift your spirits. Eagles have started well with their pressure, Pav, but let's not talk anything into existence. Man, can I tell you something for nothing? Live streaming when your team's playing is just so much better than live streaming a neutral game. Well done, Jack Viney. Gives to Langdon. He's got Clayton Oliver. Bit of an errant handball. Clary makes the most of it. Kicks in board. Who have we got? No one. McGovern. McGovern started well early. Kados did play seniors. Nah, I gave it away years ago. Tim Kelly's going through the guts. They're going to run it at us through with hands. Redden, kick in board. And he's hit Waterman, and they're good kicks of the footy, the Watermans. Michael O'Brien, did you watch the Swans game last night against the Bombers? I saw bits and pieces of it. I was editing a video. Dees by 128. Petrarca to combine for 80 plus. I don't think it's going to be that silly. Waterman lining up. Usually a beautiful kick of the pill. That is a magnificent strike. The Eagles have the first on the board. Jakey Waterman gets the first on the board. Can you believe it? Oh, I don't want them to get off to a good start. Imagine if they kick the first 4 or 5. as I said, most games, there's a puzzle we have to solve. Every time we play, each team gives us something different to work with. Well done, Clayton Oliver. Rips it out of Viney's hands, kicks it forward, bounces off the face of Spargo. And the Eagles go forward again, folks. Dixon. Oh, that was too high on May. Stephen May free. Come on, Dees, settle in. Stephen May goes wide. Oh, Jaden Hunt. Oh, he doesn't have the long sleeves, Hunty. Langdon. Come on, Ed. Kicks down the wing. Good contest by Benny Brown. Good contest by Barris. Swans won by 58. Yeah, the Swans, outclassed them in the end, didn't they? Are we concerned for the Bombers yet? Are we concerned for the Bombers in their season just yet? It's a good question. Let the poor bloke watch the footy. Nah, I like the chat. I like having a chat with the gang. Well done, Cozzy. Grabs it. Strike from 50 metres out and he's missed. If he could take his chances just a little bit more, he'd be quite the player. He's already signs of being quite the player, but sometimes doesn't finish his work off. Can you show the screen? I can't do that. I think the AFL will get a bit angry. They're going forward again. The Eagles. Harrison Petty. Good spoil by Darling. Mopped up by Hunt. Gives it to Oliver. Brayshaw. Gives to Petty. Good pressure by Flying Ryan. Gussie Brayshaw goes down to the wing. And Barris. Their defenders are... I know we're 5 minutes in, but their defenders have our forwards covered at the minute. The intercepting by Barris and McGovern. I know we've only been in a couple of times. Jeez, what a shocking kick. They've turned it over. And the Dees will punish this, you reckon? Neil Bullen hits up MacDonald, plays on. A little bit of a chipper in the goal square. And the Dees are in front for the first time today. Oh, yeah, my tip. I'm going to tip the Dees by 67. Well done, Tommy Mack. It's been a little bit quiet this year, Tommy Mack, but that's good that he got on the scoreboard then. Oh, Petrarca just rips it out of the contest. Good clearing kick. Cozzy Pickett, he started really well last week and he started really well this week. He's finding the footy early. I like it. Come on, Cozzy. Oh, we got Gawn forward. This will test Barris. Gawn brings it to ground. That's all we need to do. Jackson the rover. Harms the snapper. And the Dees have missed. Bit of I don't know if there's not much crowd there or something, but it feels a bit very flat at the minute. Why is it feeling so flat? F's in the chat if it's flat. The potty is one fire. I was surprised when you had Blake Pavey and Luke Kitchell on. Was an elite potty though. Yeah, I want to get heaps of random people on that love footy, and I want to chat to them about footy. So yeah, Blake's a big Dees man. Blake's a Pies man. Luke's a Dees man. I think some of the footy chat got cut out of it, but yeah, I just want to chat footy with like talented people. F's in the chat for flat. You are a banana. It's a bit harsh. Hey, Caden, how do you reckon the Hawks will go in future seasons? I don't know. They're coached quite well. I think the Hawks look all right. I thought they were almost going to make the 8 this year at one point, but I think now that the 8's starting to settle, they'll probably, not. But May goes wide. Brayshaw. Jackson brings it to ground. And Barris runs it over. pretty flat start. I said this, I feel like we'll suffocate them. I feel like this won't just be like a walk in the park. I reckon this will be like real low scoring, really third gear game. Dees will get tested at times and just sort of get over the line. Probably break it towards the end in the second half. Oh, the Eagles, they almost had the intercept again. They spoiled each other. Petrarca from 45. That is a shoe. Come on, Dees. Oh, the Eagles, they were in position A for the interception. They spoiled each other. And then Christian Petrarca, that's just quality crumbing. And a pretty decent snag. I'm going to be honest, it's looking very easy early. Why do people hate Collingwood supporters? Essendon are way worse. Leon Cameron coached his last game. Yeah, he did. What's the score? Well, they're down by 6 at three-quarter time. Surely they do the Collingwood of last year against the Dees, where the Pies got up for bucks. That's a quality finish by Christian Petrarca. It was Duggan and... was it Hearn that tried to intercept? Dees... I'm Dees man named after John Townsend in 1964. Johnny Townsend. Sparrow gives to Jordan. Goes all the way back to Rivers. Chip over the top to Jackson. All our 21, 22-year-olds linking up. Jordan again. Kicks long down the line. I just don't kick it anywhere near McGovern. We used to bring Jake Melksham in to just tag McGovern whenever we used to play the Eagles, and it worked quite well. So I don't know who's got that role today, but he's finding the footy early. Hugh Dixon's dropped it. Trent Rivers does really well with a nice sidestep and hits up Harmsy. Another thing I noticed just then is McGovern straight away wanted to play on. So I've been hearing on Footy Classified and whatnot that teams should play on and try and run it through hands against us instead of kicking long down the line. So we'll see if they're trying to do that. Neil Bullen handballs inboard to Sparrow, falls over, gives to Fritter, who gives to Cozzy, who takes on one, runs it into the goal. And we've got our third in about 4 minutes. So we're starting to tick it over now. Great goal, Cozzy. That was a great contest by Gorney. 3 of them went up to try and stop him. And then we just had numbers at ground level. Cozzy's sidestep was awesome. This just makes me so happy. Fire up, you cat. Last game of the round. You got to get up and about, son. T-Mac is on McGovern. Maybe that's his role for the night. I love your videos. Thank you, William Robinson, you superstar. I appreciate the support, big fella. It means the absolute world to me. And, yeah, many more bangers to come, hopefully. Well, Sparrow's been caught. That's holding the ball. That's a great tackle by the long-haired Yahoo. Who is that? It's not Greg Clark, is it? I don't know. Oh, that is a horrific handball. It was a great tackle, shocking handball. And the Dees will try and punish on the turnover. Who's 36? It was a good tackle. Jackson. Oh, shrugs one way too easy. I think that was Witherden. It's a bit of a low floating kick. Barris. Once again, the interceptors have spoiled each other. MacDonald. Barris. Gives it to my man. 36. Gives it to Witherden. And they clear it. Who is it? Connor West. I like him. I like his enthusiasm. Clayton Oliver. We're going inside 50 again. This is looking a bit like a bloodbath, to be honest. Harms. Very easy to fritter. Oh boy. Connor West. I like Connor West. I like his endeavours. What are your thoughts on dropping Heppel? Love your vids. Are they going to drop Heppel? Jeez, well, I know a couple of Essendon supporters who he's almost turned into a bit of a whipping boy, which is crazy to think, but yeah, poor Heps. He was one of my favourite players for a long, long time, Dyson Heppel. Bailey Fritsch is lining up for the D's fourth in about 5 or 6 minutes after the Eagles owned the first 5. He's kicked it. Freddy's kicked it. The D's, they're starting to really heat up now. Hi, Dosso. G'day, Supernova. Is that a Oasis song? Super Champagne. Yeah, Champagne Supernova. Great start by the boys. Terrific start. We've settled into the game nicely. Caden, I would love to hear your thoughts on whether North should keep or lose the Good Friday game. I think they should keep it, but I don't like that the Good Friday game is a twilight game because I feel like it gets lost in the arvo. Like, it's a day off, and instead of like going about your day off, hanging out with some mates, and then you go home and you watch the Good Friday night match. And I know that's the telethon's on, so they don't want to clash with it. Oh God, great work out in the middle by the Dees. They go long again. Oh my God, Neil Bullen nearly got killed by McGovern. MacDonald lowers the eyes. Neil Bullen gets in the way. Couldn't quite mark. So I know that they don't want to clash with the telethon at night. But some Good Friday days, it's like 4 o'clock and I'm like, oh, the footy's on. Like, it's not like a 3:20 clash and it's the Arvo. It's like a 4:40. It's like a weird time slot where I just forget it's on. So, I don't know. I don't think North necessarily should lose it. They'll come good again, and the Dogs and them will even up again. The Dees probably should have lost the Queen's birthday game for 10 years in a row if we're going to talk about, whether teams should deserve marquee matches. Spot Gaming chipped in $2. You're an absolute superstar, Spot. I really appreciate the support, mate. Lukey Jackson's got a free and he'll have a shot on goal. My favourite was when footy golf with prime training. William, I appreciate the support, mate. I've got another vid with the prime time coming this Thursday. We've got a goal kicking challenge. Can you do ranking of AFL Indigenous jumpers? Yeah, I'll give them a go. I love them all, though. So they'll all be quite high on the bracket. Lukey Jackson, really nice approach. It's just to the left. Alex Witherden. I thought he was good at the Lions, Witherden. Kicks long down the line. Lever gets a fist in. Nelson tries to crumb. Beaten to it by Langdon. Bowie. Snap inside 50. Good contest by Harms. Brings it to ground level. Cozzy a little squaring kick to Brown. Good contest with McGovern. Hits the ground level. And it goes out of bounds. You're a legend, Caden. Go Kangas. Good on ya, gamer guys. I appreciate the support. Come on, Dees. Sparrow shot on goal. He's missed everything. I love how tough Tommy Sparrow is. Who's on the pod this week, asks Lachlan Mitchell. Zach Fisher from the Carlton Footy Club. Love Zachy Fisher. Jermaine Jones. Down the line. Tyson H. Enjoy this little bit of money and buy an extra Zinger box this week. Tyson H. Chipped in $15. I really appreciate the support, mate. Yeah, I really appreciate the dono, big fella. Cozzy Pickett challenges the tackler, gets the high free kick, and he got an absolute earful for it. Can you bring on a Dolphins player? Come on, Cozzy, lining up to put it out to a 27-point margin. Oh, that's a beautiful kick. Cozzy Pickett, come on. Well done, Coz. He started well. He started really well last week. in the first term, and he started really well this week. He's starting to find his feet a little bit, cos. It was a good contest by Jermaine Jones. Harms did well to bring it to ground, and that's just a high tackle. I'm not sure whether that's... There was the arm lift, but I don't know whether that was... Oh, no, he's leant into it. He's pretty good at those ones, Cozzy and Sparks. Well, I suppose any small forward's good at them. Yeah, he's milked it. Well, not milked it. He's invited the contact, and he's got the free, and he's kicked the snag. Eagles were like $19. It's going to be a thrashing. Reckon you have to just try and get Jake Bowie on the pod. Seems like an absolute laugh. Yeah, Bowser. I want to start getting some of those younger boys in. Oh, Clary does really well. Gorn shrugs Kelly, gets it out to Langdon. And look at the pace in which Petrarca and the boys spread from. Petrarca gets it, gives it to Viney. Off a step, kicks in board. Good contest. Well done, Langdon. Oh, that's not a push. But they've given a push to Nelson. That's a bit lucky. Block these bots. Rebecca, yesterday in my game, I kicked the goal. That's unbelievable. Snags are one of the great things about footy, aren't they? Adam, hey, Caden, are you happy that the Dees have not lost? Adam and Chase, I appreciate the support, guys. And, yeah, I'm pretty content so far, so good for the season. It's been a while since we've lost, which is it's a weird feeling. I think someone said it's almost been like, what is it, we're May at the minute. I reckon the last time we lost was June or July, so it's been sort of 10 months. You should set up a monthly membership subscription to your channel, Kados. Ruben, I've got a Patreon. So if you want to subscribe to the Patreon, there's a link in the description down below. I post my footy tips in the Patreon. I also post extra behind-the-scenes vlogs. Ball bounces over the top of Bowie. Good tackle. Lever. Little chipping kick to Jack Viney. Spot Gaming chips in with $1. I appreciate the donation, big man. I really appreciate the support. You guys are very, very generous. Need to tidy up going inside 50 a little bit. They're cutting us off quite well. Blues by 24 points. The Blues are home. That's a good gritty victory against the Giants. Who's your dream podcast guest? Well, if we're talking non-footy, like I'd love to talk to Harry Styles. If we're talking footy, I'd love to chat to like a Billy Brownless or a James Brayshaw, or maybe like an Andy Lee. That'd be pretty cool. Jermaine Jones in the back line, looks in board. It's a good show. Who's 39 for the Eagles? Foley? Is that what they said before? Goes to Duggan. To Barras. They're chipping it around the back line. They don't really want to take a risk down the line here. Who is Melbourne's biggest threat? This will be a weird thing to say, but I reckon the Cats have the power to compete with this, like the scoring power. I don't think they play well enough for 4 quarters to sort of out suffocate us, because we're a big defensive suffocation type team. So yeah, I reckon the Cats have that power when they're on. And then I'd be interested to see how we match up against the Lions. And then Sydney are always really competitive against us. So Saints TV, the Cats laughing face. Oh, it's hard for me to get too cocky against the Cats, Saints TV. Oh, you know my story. It's Clayton Oliver gets it from 50, has an absolute punting shot. He's missed. I don't know. I feel like matching up against the Dees, I feel like the Cats would actually take it up to us. The Swans as well. And I'm interested to see how we play against the Lions, but we've had the Lions measure in the last few years, so it'd be interesting to see how much they've improved. Cats are light work, says you cat. Oh, be careful. Be careful, they'll get you. I reckon the Tigers would be interested to see how they go at the end of the year. If the Tigers make top 4, I'd genuinely get a little bit worried. 39's Clark. Oh, my man, Clark. Oh, Clayton Oliver gives it to Jackson, who hits up Benny Brown. This is beautiful football by the Melbourne Football Club. Watch round 23, mate. Lions will run over Melbourne at the Gabba. That'll be an absolute belter of a contest. We have them in Melbourne in a couple of weeks. Come on, Brownie. Looks like it's a great day in Perth. UCAT, how's the weather over there? Looks like there's not much wind. Pretty good temp. Benny Brown lining up. He's usually a magnificent kick. He has one of the best kicking actions in football. And the Dees have kicked 6 in a row and we're out to 34 points. Wow. I give you a sub. Elizabeth Redwood, I appreciate the support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could subscribe. How tall am I? I am 5'9", 5'10". I'm 172 or 173. Actually, I reckon I'm almost 175, but I don't like saying that. And then when you get measured, you're actually 173, 174. So I go with less. I undersell, over deliver. Yeah, only in your fives, only your 5'9s, 5'10s. I am subbed. I appreciate the support, guys. Was there a dono? Tyson H, Ben Brown, or Sam Wiedemann? Oh, Benny Brown's in better form. I like the development of Weed, though. I think he's tracking nicely if he's patient enough. Oh, the D's work it out through the middle. Petrarca inside 50. Ben Brown left it for MacDonald. Falls to ground level. Spargo, shot on goal. Snap around the body. We've missed a lot of chances here, guys. 173 equals 5'6". No, it doesn't. Doss, I'm 180. There's no chance you're 175. What does that mean? You were definitely taller than me, you cat. What, are you saying I'm smaller than 175? Well, I'm taller than 172, so I'm not flexing by that many centimetres. 173 equals 5'6". I don't reckon it does. I reckon it's 5'9". Good contest on the wing here. Let's get to the bottom of it. UCAT, you're not 180. Nah, you're the same height as me, I thought. Oh, no, when I met you, I thought you were definitely taller than me. I was actually surprised how tall you were, UCAT. You've shot up a bit. Gussie Brayshaw, good contest. Handballs out to Jackson. The D's can smell more blood, you feel. Jordan, oh, that's a great kick to the pocket. Ben Brown leaves it for Fritter. Can't quite hit the handball inside 50. Petrarca moves Ryan out of the way. Good competitive stuff here. I'm like 185 centimetres tall, I think. Tyson H, you're a big man. $175 is 5'9". Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I've been 5'6" shamed. I wish I could give you $1,000. Jeez, you don't. No one ever has to do that. James Jordan to Viney to Cozzy to Brayshaw. And another inside 50. And it's a deep inside 50. Spills to ground. Petrarca loses his footing. Gone. Tries to tap it to Jordan. Cripps misses the handball of Ryan. Kicks down the line. And a great, courageous mark by Angus Brayshaw, who kicks into the pocket to Brown. That's going to be a tough mark, and it's a good spoil by Barris. The fact that Caleb Daniel is 170 centimetres and an Australian rules football. Yeah, it's absurd, isn't it? Tyson H. How come Cookson quit YouTube? He just achieved all that was to be achieved, the great man. He took the P155 for about 12 months and then gave it away. To be truthful, I don't think like editing and whatnot was something that he was completely passionate about. So it was a little bit tricky for him to keep pumping out videos when, geez, that's a great tackle by the Eagles. Petreski Seaton. Yeah, so he wasn't like overly passionate about like the nitty and gritty part of YouTube, which when you're starting out and you can't like have editors and whatnot, it's a pretty tricky period. So, yeah. Quarter time and the Dees are up by 35 points. Holy crap, the Dees are dominating. The Dees have started well. All right, any questions? Any quarter time questions? Pug Life, watch basically every stream this year and love how you attack each Cooko question in different ways each time. Actually love it. Yeah, there's some streams where I'll answer, like people ask about Cook, which is, it's a fair question because the great man was on a lot of my videos in 2019 and he's been a part of the channel for a while, which all the boys have been though, like Midder and Dutch and all those boys, they were in the videos prominently in like 2016, 2017, and they've sort of faded out of the content. So it is funny that like early in the stream, I'll like answer a question about Cookson and then like people who weren't in the stream for that period will start just bombarding me like later in the stream. So I'll try to answer again because obviously they didn't quite hear it, but yeah, it is quite funny. But I'll try and get the great man in content soon. He's around the traps. He's always around the traps. So yeah, the Cookson man will be in content. Yeah. Soon, I think, in the next little bit. We'll see how it goes. We're going with the flow. Who do you think will finish in the top 8 this year? DOS. I thought you said Dons. No, the Dons I don't think will. Oh, yeah, great shout. Who is that? Careful of the ads, DOS. Don't want copyright again. Austin Craven, you are an absolute superstar. So I just left the TV playing in one of the games I was streaming, and I came back and like when the stream ended and during the week I got this notification of a copyright claim and I was like, what are you talking about? Like I haven't copyright claimed anything. Like I haven't put any copyright in my live streams. And I listened back and it was this ad on the TV and it was so quiet. I turned my music up on my laptop. I turned up like the YouTube tab thing and it was the faintest like ad and it was like this song from like the 90s on this ad and they had claimed it and I was like, that's pathetic. That is pathetic behaviour. So yeah, good call to mute Mikao while the stream's on. Great shout. Top 8, I'm not quite sure about the top 8. It's still too early to tell. I think the top sort of 5 or 6 is set. I think the Tigers will be top 5 or 6. Cats will be top 5 or 6. It'll be interesting to see whether the Saints, Cats, Tigers, Swans, like there's for that 4th spot. I think that 4th spot's up for grabs. I think the Dees, Lions and Freo should round out the top 3 because Freo will win all their games at home, I reckon, and they're a pretty good outfit. So yeah, but then 4th is interesting. Like imagine the Saints, Dees and Saints, qualifying final football. it's interesting. And then the bottom 8, I don't know. I think it's... I'm not sure about... What are we talking? I think the Blues are in. I think Tigers are in. Swans are in. Saints are in. But then it just depends on what like a Bulldogs or Port do. Are they going to rocket back into the comp? Who knows? Doss, do you go for anyone in the Premier League? I'm a big Manchester United man. I always watch UCAT's summaries and always watch a bit of Drewsy streams and whatnot. I'm not sure if he does United streams, but I like Manchester United. Do you have any more AFL Evo 2 vids coming? I'm going to do a career mode. I'm really keen to fire up an Evo career. It'd probably be without Cookson because he doesn't really like playing Evo. So, yeah, I'll probably get more questions about that. But, yeah, it'll probably be just by myself. But that gives me the ability to just pump out episodes, which is something that's been a little bit frustrating with my Evo career. The last time I tried to fire it up, we were just a little bit too sporadic. I want it to be like every time, like say I pick like a Monday Arvo, you guys know it's there, and it's there every week. Because I think that's what helps build a bit of trust and bond me with the audience. So, yeah, I want to fire up a career mode. Second term's about to start. The Dees are up by 35 points. It was a bit of a slow start. The Eagles probably owned that first 5 or 6 minutes, but then there's a bit of a patch in the middle of that first term where we got rocketing, and we've got the jump on the Eagles. So, yeah, exciting start by the Dees. The Eagles get the clearance. Surely bring back Fall Guys. Granny prediction. Jeepers, it's round 9, Shagger. Sorry, Archie, it's a bit early for me, I reckon. Doss, I've watched you show us how to eat a pie. Now watching you film videos with professional athletes, loving your work. Yeah, how silly is that? Like, it's a bit of a silly time. It's a bit of an interesting time in the simulation. Just the bloke who was in some work gear, telling everyone how to eat a pie at the footy, and now I'm up to Melb's chatting to some of the athletes that inspire me. I think it's quite funny. Jermaine Jones, great use of the footy through the middle. He hits up Witherden. Goes wide. Rotham. Opinion on North's performance last night. My mum won't let me donate 100. You don't have to donate 100. I usually see most of the chat anyway, so I appreciate the people that do send some donations, but no one should feel any pressure to, because I usually see and respond to most of the chat. I appreciate the support though. Caden Macca is #1 YouTuber of all time. Jeez, that's huge. I appreciate that. Clayton Oliver's just punted it out in the full. And Jacko Nelson gives him the biggest shove. And Clayton Oliver just has a giggle. Jackson Nelson. Oh, that is funny. Tim Kelly's lining up. Much needed snag for the Eagles. He's had 13 touches. He started quite well. It's a low kick, and he's low and skinny, and still didn't even go through for behind. Just rush it, Hunty. I hate that. I hate when they're on the goal line and they just panic. Just take it through, Jaden Hunt. Thoughts on seeing MacDonald running around in the MCG for the Hawks? Oh, it's an absolute honour to be linked with the great man. Jackson Maddens chipped in $8 on the super chat and just typed "without you," which is the song that I made about the Pies last year. Good on you, Jackson. I really appreciate the donation, and I appreciate the support, mate. Number 40 for the Eagles lining up. Well done. Well done, Jacko. Punches it through for behind. Caden, would you agree to put me on your podcast if Essendon beat Melbourne? Do we play each other again, Hamish? I'll certainly give you a shout out on the live streams again if that's the case. I've been one up on all my friends about the fact I've been in a video with you, Cookson, Cardi, Mitch Ryan. Tyson, was that the cricket game? That was a good day. Eagles kick down the line. Oh, Stephen May's nearly taken an intercept mark. Flying Ryan just bursts through the contest. Really good effort. Cripps tries to go along the ground. Good contest here. Good pressure by all. Jaden Hunt does well to grab it and gets tackled by 2 Eagles. Hey, Kados. Suhan. How are you, mate? Cookson's AFL Stereotypes video was elite. That was a good video. That would be a good vid that would perform well on TikTok, I reckon. Spot Gaming's chipped in another $1. I really appreciate the donos that are flying in. Thanks again, Spot Gaming. I was the only one who managed to fall over on camera, but was not the only one to fall over. Cookson fell over off camera. Did Cookson fall off his chair? Is that what happened? They've started well this second term, the Eagles, once again. Putting a bit of pressure on. Dreamtime at the G predictions. Probably the Tigers, I reckon. The Turkey's bread rolls from Baker's Delight are elite. Lethal Gamer chipped in the $10 and said, "Surely you quit YouTube and start support." Quit YouTube. Maybe I should. Surely you quit Melbourne and start supporting North. I think that's in the works. I reckon I've had enough of this success, and I want to get back to the absolute grind of supporting a bottom of the ladder team, which I did for a long, long time. Oh. Sorry, me YouTube was doing circles, but it was just the YouTube window that I'm watching myself on, and not the whole stream, thankfully. Jackson Madden, how do you feel about Collingwood this year? He's chipped in $3. I appreciate the donation, Jackson. The Pies. They've showed some good signs, the Pies. Good pressure by the Eagles here. It's a good game. If you didn't know the scores, it's a pretty good game. Eagles' effort been better. Yeah, I agree. Well done, Cos. Kicks him board. Players go flying. Ben Brown crumbs, and the Dees have the first. of the second term, after 7.5 minutes of play, not a lot happened there. It was a bit of a grind. The Eagles' pressure and effort has been better. I've realised I've got some Google credit left, so left over, so I'm giving it to you. Lethal Gamer shipped in $28. Jesus. I appreciate the support, Lethal Gamer. That's very generous of you. I really do appreciate that, mate. Come on, surely 68,000 tonight. That'd be huge. Is TikTok the biggest platform to dominate, or is YouTube still king? Love to know your thoughts. I've got a bite and a half, and I'll answer that. Lockie? We're under the pump here. YouTube's still king for mine. It's just more valuable. Like, the audience is harder to get in some situations, and it's just more valuable in terms of like the monetization and the way it's sort of looked at by brands, I believe. But geez, fritter. But TikTok, I reckon, like I don't reckon you're doing all of YouTube if you're not doing TikTok, if that makes sense. Like, stand-up comedians these days, if they just go on stage and that's it, they're not really doing all of stand-up comedy. Like, you've sort of got to be on stage, cut your clips down and put them online, have a podcast to be a stand-up, which is quite funny. Back in the day, you had to be on stage, you had to go on radio shows and promote your gigs. You had to get a Netflix, not Netflix, you had to get like a comedy special. But yeah, so I think if you're a YouTuber, to be everything that is a YouTuber, it's like you got to do TikTok as well. I think it's really, really important. And I think it's a great place for people to start. Yeah, like people ask me like, oh, how do you get into YouTube? And my answer would be start a TikTok account, because most people have phones. And I know it's a little bit annoying if you don't have a phone, but most people have phones. And just the way you can edit in-app, like you don't need editing software, you can sort of make your videos on the app. I think's pretty cool for creatives. Do you like TikTok, Kados? I do enjoy it. Some of the funniest clips I see is on TikTok. My favourite type of video, though, is that 8 to 12 minute YouTube video. Like, when like I add videos to my watch later. So when I add like 3 or 4 8 to 12 minute videos into my watch later, and I come home and I get on me lappy and I'll watch them in bed, and I know that there's 5 or 6 that I'm really, really keen to watch, and some might go for 30 minutes and some might go for 5 minutes, but they're usually like 8 to 12 minute videos. It's the best. I think that's my favourite bit of content to watch online. James Jordan bangs it forward. Ben Brown flies, can't bring down the mark. Does well to pressure McGovern. Petrarca tackled. The Dees have not played the Eagles at the MCG since 2014, Kados. Yeah, every year on our fixture, we have the Eagles over there and the Cats in Geelong. Adelaide Crows fan chipped in a donation I think I missed. Thoughts on Andrew Simons? Yeah, just heartbreaking, really. Like, what I... yeah, like, when you think of what the Cricketing Australia, like, fan base and whatnot, have been through in the last little bit, I think, very upsetting. Shane Warne was one of my favourite sports people growing up, and then Andrew Simons, everyone just loved Andrew Simons, especially when he was on commentary and whatnot, so it's just been heartbreaking, hasn't it? Tom Sparrow's hands are amazing. Got caught there, though. Can you do Kahoot, please? Jeez, it's funny when the Cardi and all those boys fire up Kahoot. Probably not. When I was younger, I thought the AFL fixture was created by bots. Yeah, Lachlan. Yeah, I completely agree. This is to do with YouTube and TikTok. I get sucked into watching a 7-minute Joe Rogan on AI or Conor McGregor inspo video, and I just admire the content. Yeah, I'm big on some Conor McGregor inspirational stuff as well. I love that sort of content. Playing well, the Eagles. It's a very physical game. It's a fiery game. Well done, Jake Bowie. Good interception, though, by Barris. Just made him getting a 11-goal lead feeling. Great mark by Gorney. Yeah, I said we'd do it by... What did I say? 67? Do mullets go alright? Check out me potty with Sam Wiedemann to see what we said, but yeah, they do. I said no because I couldn't pull it off. Do you watch Rob vlogs? I do watch Rob vlogs. Yeah, I think that's great content. I love the on-off boys as well, Treloar and Dunkley. I think they do some really good AFL athlete content. I think it's amazing. So the more the merrier. The more the merrier, I say. Right on, Stephen May. The scoreboard is not ticking as much. Oh, I thought you meant like I had another technical difficulties in like, fix the scoreboard, but you're saying is like in the game. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a bit more like this, to be honest. A bit more of a grind. Can I get a shout out? Asks Asher. Of course. Hey, faded, said Nathan. It's Caden, but you got close. Stephen May. Great kick to Luke Jackson. Jaden Hunt, long ball forward. Haven't kicked a goal for a minute, the Dees. I think there's only been one goal this term. Adelaide Crows fans, how long have you been a Melbourne supporter for? Since I can remember. Since 1995, I guess. Yeah, a bit of a nothing term. 6 minutes to go and not a lot's happening. Tom MacDonald to Oliver. Tackled. Jones. Gives to Witherden. Oh, Foley, maybe. Whoever it is, he's kicked it out in the full. Cozzy or Tipper, both really good players. I think you'd be very thankful to have either in your footy team. Game's a bit boring. Yeah, well, we weren't tuning in for one of the all-time great games, were we? Jake Ritchie, Kados, when are you doing ground announcing again? I miss you at Avalon Airport Oval. Jake Ritchie, one of the all-time great statisticians down at Werribee. Hopefully not ever again. Though we had some good times down at Avalon Airport, down at Churnside Park. Russian Kiddo chips in $1.50. What a time, mate. Boring second term, this one. Ball gets tossed in. Jackson's in the ruck. Fine, he comes through beautifully. Gives to Sparrow, who gives to Spargo, who takes a bounce, approaches 50, chipping little kick. And Tom MacDonald, it's a 2 grabber, but it's a good mark by T-Mac. Going for another snag for the Dees. Come on, Tommy. Will the Cats make top 4? It doesn't look like they will, but it wouldn't surprise me if they sneak in there. Tom MacDonald, usually a beautiful kick, and that is horrendous. Come on, Tommy. Ben Rutten is Matthew Knight in disguise. Come on, Dees. 4 minutes to go in this term. I wouldn't mind a couple more just to finish off the half. Tim Kelly, long down the wing. It's out on the 4. What is he thinking? G'day, Caden. Love the content, mate, and the podcast, Football Sirens. I really appreciate the support, Footy Sirens. I really appreciate anyone who gets around the potty. Bit of a new venture for myself, but so far so good. It's been fun. Good contest by MacDonald, brings it to ground. Langdon. Oh, well done, Ben Brown. Oh. We're threatening here. Come on, Dees. Gorney to Petrarca. Snap around the body. He's missed. Can you please do another what's the password with Prime Train? Yeah, would love to. Would love to get the prime time in. Dossie, the new segment should be Doss and Rog 360. Good call, Toves. I don't mind it. How many subs are we up to? I'll have a look on the analytics. Jeez, Gus Brayshaw's a star. 632 subscribers. We're a little bit off 700. Be good to get there tonight. I don't think we will, though. I am a mad as a Brisbane supporter, says Corey Quartermain. Who do you go for, Corey? Eagles are not doing so good as an Eagles supporter. They're doing not badly, though. Despite that sort of first term, they've stifled the D's attack. Good. Oh, eye contact, jeez. Free kick to Redden. Do you listen to the Cancel Me Now podcast? Who does that one? Darling gets it. Kicks long inside 50. Well done, Dees. Langdon clearing kick. Ben Brown had his arms chops, but he marked it anyway. That was impressive. Yeah, cancel me now. Is that It's not Tanner. What's her name? Tanner Mojo, is it? Or am I way off the pace? To get around the Oz American Aces potty with Tommy Sheridan. I'm not a big American sport fan, but I like his clips on TikTok. I find them quite funny. Tommy Sheridan. Should be buying my car this week. And this week, getting my first tattoo for my dad who passed. Awesome week for me. Sorry to hear that, Tyson H. Yeah, good luck with the new car. I got some new wheels not too long ago. And yeah, enjoy the first tat as well. You're a big, strong fella, so no doubt you won't be squirming, but I probably would have been squirming in the chair if I got one. The D's go forward now. Jordan lowers the eyes. It's a great kick to Petrarca. He's usually a pretty good set shot. Might have just put him off, but Chanana. Isaac Butterfield. Oh no, I don't watch that potty, but I've seen some clips of that potty come up as well on TikTok, and I don't mind it. A bit of butts, man. Christian Petrarca lining up. He'll kick from 45 metres. He's usually a beautiful strike of the footy from this angle. And he's hooked it. This has been the worst term of footy I've ever watched in my life, and that's an absolute lie because we've seen plenty worse, but nothing a little bit of hyperbole can't fix. 53 seconds, get us to half time. Do you know Superwog? I don't know him personally, but yeah, I know his YouTube channel. I used to watch that a fair bit when I was a little bit younger. Very, very funny. Oh, Tim Kelly didn't release it. It's a good half. 42 points up in the half. We've kept the Eagles to 1 goal in a half of footy. But a bit of a boring term, if we're going to be honest. Not a great one for the neutrals. But it is what it is. But we'll mute the tally so we don't get done for copyright while the ads come on. Remember when you got the birdie in footy golf with Prime Train? I do remember that. He's a superstar, the Prime Train. What a track to kick that, said Riley. Yeah, same. What are my thoughts on the Tigers? They're going okay. Do I like Impulsive? I love Impulsive. Yeah, great potty. Great show, great vlog, great potty. No, great pod, great vlog, great potty. Is North worse than West Coast? I don't think so. Do you know why the Backyard Charizard stopped YouTube? Do Just saw Chandler's message there. I don't know, but he hasn't uploaded for a couple of years, the Charizard. He's always thereabouts, though. I always chat to him every now and again. What's worse, the second quarter or your ATAR score? That's harsh. That's low. Chandler, that's very low. Probably that second term, though. What club has the best chance to knock the Dees off their winning record? I could not tell you right now. I think we're pretty confident against most sides. I still think at Geelong, or maybe like a Sydney, are probably the teams I'm most worried about. Thoughts on the game so far? Asks Disco. Scrappy affair. Yeah, very scrappy. Is that what I texted you before the game, Disco? I was saying that I think we get it done, and I think we get it done by 10-ish goals. But it's not going to be just a free-flowing blowout like people think. Hopefully it does turn into that in the second half, but so far I've been pretty impressed with the West Coast Eagles. I also got best on ground, says Tobes. Unbelievable, Tobes. How you doing today, Kados? Asks SGB Butley08. Going well, Butley. How about the Blues beating Melbourne? There's a few people that say that the Blues have the sort of arsenal to take it up to us. So that'll be very interesting. The AFL community was so much better a year ago, says Jahames. I disagree. I reckon most of the videos on all people's channels are getting better and better. So yeah, I think it's just getting better and better. Jahames. Kados, I feel that the Dees might have a few yips against is the Pies. What a ripping shout by Footy Fan 36, considering what they did to us last year. And they're a team that we don't always, we can sometimes struggle against as well. Yeah, that's a terrific call. Best up-and-coming AFL YouTuber, asks Liam before he retracted his message. I love all the boys coming up. They're all dominating. Big fan of your riders, your rider henchies. UCAT's taking the P155. Cardman's he's almost a solidified unit these days. I'm not sure he's up and coming anymore. He's made it. He's made it. Mitchy Ryan, he's under the pump with year 12 this year, but I cannot wait to see if he does so choose to do YouTube. I can't wait to see what he produces because his videos as like a 15, 16-year-old were absurdly good. So Sammy GFC, he's the man. He's the man, really. Still keen on having AFL YouTubers boxing event in Perth, asks the Aussie lad. Yeah, wouldn't have thought so. Considering I'm older than most of them, it'd be embarrassing for me to get rolled. Druzy. Is Druzy up and coming? He's been thereabouts. Yeah, I think Druzy makes some ripping content as well, obviously. It's pretty ironic because the Pies have not been great for the last couple of years. Yeah, but they always match up quite well against us, don't they? I am going... I'm hungry and I want dinner. I guess I can have it later. Mitch Ryan, Cardi couldn't be topped 1 or 2 years ago. Who do you think is the D's biggest rival? You've got to put yourself in the up-and-coming bracket. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there one day, UCAT. I know that's a bit of a laugh, but I genuinely don't feel established yet. And I know how silly that sounds, but I still feel like my content's developing, which is, yeah, that's how I feel. Hungry Jacks for dinner, mate. Nah, I've got some chicken and a pretty good bread roll waiting for me, but I think I'll wait till after the game. But I'm tempted to go get a Pepsi Max. I'm addicted to the stuff. Remember when the Backyard Charizard was considered a big YouTuber? I don't think the Charizard was ever considered a big YouTuber, but he was a big part of the community for a fair while there. especially when it was really, really developing. Like I would have had like 15, 20,000 subs when I first started chatting to the Chari, and his support on live streams and on videos. And I know that he was doing the channel because he was filming with Will, but for him to get involved and help Will with the channel, but then just also support us coming up, I thought, yeah, is amazing. I've met him a couple of times, the Chari, and he's just, yeah, a beautiful man, beautiful soul, ripping bloke, and yeah, people like that who were thereabouts in those early stages of the genre that is AFL niche YouTube are the people that help shape it. So, yeah, played a big role, the Chari. Kados, I love your vids. Thank you, Kim. The Dees are doing well, right? Kados, says Izzy. Really well, Izzy. Where's Cooko, says Kim. The people have been here early on the channel would know that we've talked about the big young King Cookson. Where is he? I'm not sure. He's probably kicking back at home. The good man, great man. Should chuck on the Melbourne long sleeve. It's in the cupboard, like a metre and a half away. So very, very tempting. You and Twisty 3 I watched back in the day. Yes, Twisty. Well, that's another person who used to do a lot of AFL stuff that has sort of come and gone. I know he's doing some cricketing videos, but he used to do footy stuff all the time through winter. So it's sort of whoever can tough it out, I think, in the AFL world, because it's hard. Like making videos just in winter and then having nothing to make in summer, and it's just and knowing that the ceiling isn't very high. It's just incredibly tough genre to pick your content for. And it's not easy, and there's a whole heap of people who've done amazing things in AFL YouTube that have sort of found out that it's harder than it looks, I think. Like sort of came in, did really, really well, but haven't been able to stick it out as long as, I think they could have, because they're very, very talented and very, very good. So I think it's a bit of a war of attrition, the old AFL YouTube scene. But yeah, we've had some talented people sort of, stop in and take off. But I think the more the merrier. I think, as Hamish Blake says, a high tide rises all boats, and I think it's amazing. Like, it's really good for the people who are making footy videos that Amici Robinson's dominating, and it's really good for everyone when Adam Treloar starts making content, and the Prime Train comes from TikTok and converts his content really, really well. It's really good for everyone when the Cardi's dominating and UCAT's dominating the streams, and Ryder's taking the P155, and Drewsy's 9 things we've learnt, and True Footy's potties, and I think it's awesome, and it's better when everyone's doing well. So the more the merrier, I say. And exciting times. I think we're at the start of something really special, and I think probably when I'm finished the YouTubing game, potentially in the next 5-6 years or whenever, I think when I'm done with it, hopefully it'll be in a really great place. Like, that's what I hope anyway. I hope when I'm an old man and sort of put the AFL YouTubing content away, I look around and there's just heaps of people dominating it. And I think that'll happen. I think we're very early in the genre. The next gen is coming through. Kados, you're considered a veteran now. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Who's cutting onions? It's exciting times. Everyone gets a lick of the ice cream, I think. And the people that are doing it now, I think you're 4 or 5 years early. I think you are early. And you'll get rewarded in due time. Dogs make the 8. Imagine if the Dogs make the 8. Well, it's them and Port that are sort of making a bit of a charge in the season. Got to almost be perfect between now and then, but they're looking the goods. Kargam. Hey, Kados, how do I stop missing my ex? Self-love, self-care. I reckon. I'm big on muting / blocking on social medias because you don't need to see that stuff. Blocking makes it seem a little bit dramatic, but certainly muting on social medias. Like, there's nothing worse when you see them popping up and they're with, tagging someone in something or hanging out here, or they put some stories up. So I reckon, the mute or the block on social media is a handy place to start. And then I think it's all about like getting better every day for yourself and like sort of identifying like you could have been the most perfect person in the relationship, but there also might have been a couple of things that you get to improve on and whatnot. Like I felt like I wasn't a good boyfriend in my first couple of relationships, but I thought that I wanted to be a good boyfriend. So I was sort of frustratingly going, well, these haven't worked out. And I feel like I played a bit of a part in them not working out, but that doesn't make sense because I feel like I want to be a good boyfriend. And then it's all about growing up as well. And I just think it's just about getting better. So yeah, I don't know, look after yourself. Look after yourself. And I know this is a bit of a cliche, but to help you get through it is like the gym is something, if you haven't given a go before, that I would highly encourage. It gives you a lot of confidence and you get to work on yourself. And when you're working on yourself, you're feeling better about yourself. And when you come off a relationship, you tend to feel sort of bad about yourself. So I would sort of recommend getting into the gym and a little bit of fitness, and not to respond to, or to show off or anything, but just for yourself. And yeah, you'll be right. You'll be right as rain. We'll be back. This will not define us. As Conor McGregor says, this is not over. Emotional help from Caden. Mate, that's what I'm here for. I do go to the gym. I got a buddy who pushes me to go as well. Nothing better. I was too scared to go to the gym for a long, long time. Our man, a friend of the show, friend of the pod, Connor Rogers, came down from Melbourne just to be in the first gym sesh with me. And since then, I've been like 70 times this year. So, it's really good to go with a mate. And it's all about just improving on yourself and not blaming yourself necessarily, or not blaming anyone, just sort of accepting it for what it is. I think acceptance is key, and you'll be right. What I meant was some guys in the community have started getting ruder over the last 12 months. Not that you have, James. Oh, yeah, I can't really... Yeah, potentially. I'm not sure. I don't really see that sort of stuff, but I don't know. A lot of the blokes coming up are just young blokes having some fun on the internet. It is what it is, I think. Dees 7 Pete and make history. Kimberly says subscribe so he gets to 70k. Connor Rogers will be thrilled to see the Blues win over the Giants. Yeah, I can't wait to chat to him about it. We're going to film the potty tomorrow morning, so that'll be a lot of fun. Someone said something just before that I was going to talk about. Oh, get me to 70k. It's mental that, like for me, when I cross over like a 10,000 milestone on YouTube and go from like 50k to 60k or whatever, I live in that 10,000 for a long, long time. Like I was in 40Ks for like 18 months. And I was in 50K, similar sort of times for that sort of 12 month, or maybe it was a little bit less. Maybe it was about 7 or 8 months. And I've been in, the 60K for a similar amount of time. So I get quite used to it. So some people come up and they might not hop on the channel for a little while. And they'll come past and they'll go, oh, you're on 60K. That's crazy. And I go, well, because I've lived in it for a long, long time and I haven't really grown that much in like a certain chunk of time, I've come accustomed to seeing the 60,000. So when people go, oh, mate, 60,000, that's a lot. That's amazing. I go, no, it's not, because I'm trying to work harder and trying to push myself. I'm trying to get better. And I'm, 60,000 is good, but it's not 70,000. Because that's that mindset of everyone who's trying to push their content and push themselves. But when you get into the late, sort of 4 or 3,000, it starts to get a bit exciting again. And even when people were just writing then, like, oh, to get to 70K, in my head I thought, 70,000, like, wow, like that's mental. That is absolutely mental. So to wrap up my long-winded story, I think it's just, I don't know, to think that I'm not that far off 70,000, sort of mind-blowing. I'm always bored on YouTube and TikTok until I watch you. When is 100K? If I work my buns off, I reckon I could get 100K by grand final day next year. I think I could. That would be mental. That would be absolutely mental. If I got 100,000 subscribers, that'd be ridiculous. For an AFL YouTuber who doesn't want to show his face, do you think complications are good? I'm going to grab a Pepsi Max because I'm thirsty and I'm addicted to them, and I'm going to be back. Because the game's about to start, but I'll answer your question. Yeah. All right, the second half is about to start. What was that question? Someone who doesn't want to show their face, his complications good. I don't think you have to show your face. I think there's YouTube channels and accounts for all sorts of people. There's people who show their face. There's people that don't show their face. There's people that do gaming content. There's people who, I think there's a niche and a market for everyone. So, do you say compilations or complications? I've got severe dyslexia. Maybe you said compilation because someone else wrote compilation. Well, I'll answer both. Complications, yeah, back yourself in. Compilations, yeah, great idea. I think that's a great idea. Like, there's a lot of people doing highlights and compilation videos. I just think be careful because you might not be able to monetize it. But if you're just doing it for fun, then yeah, go for it. I'm on my Pepsi Max addiction at the moment. You off to Melbourne, Dos? Can you repeat that question? Get sponsored. That'd be handy. The Pepsi Max sponsorship. I'm not a soft drink drinker either. I've completely lost it. I've completely lost the pot. Like, live there, swaggy swags. Great question. Yeah, I think so. I think middle of this year, or end of this year, start of next. I reckon that's probably the move. Swagger. Goal for subs this year. It's going a bit slow, and I think it's because I've got a few things on and I can't quite get out the videos that I would love to. I reckon 80,000. If I could end the year on 80,000, I'd be really, really proud. And I think that gives me a platform and foundation for next year. Are you actually dyslexic, Kados? I would be violently surprised if I wasn't. I've never been diagnosed, but the words bounce around like it's a bloody party whenever I read stuff, and I get really distracted and just big blocks of writing. I muddle up. So I don't know if that's like some undiagnosed ADHD or something, but yeah, I would be surprised if I wasn't. Liam Ryan, great run, kicking board. Petreski-Seaton's only just dropped the mark. Great contest by Jaden Hunt. 165 in the live stream. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it would mean the absolute world. You have ADHD. Geez, I'm throwing out a lot of these things. I don't think I've got ADHD. I'd be surprised if I didn't have dyslexia, but I've never been diagnosed, so I don't really want to say it, stuff like that just in case. Yeah, I don't want to get myself in trouble. You got cats in the top 4, says little Timmy Cranks. They're not playing a top 4 brand, and they haven't been a top 4 team 8-9 rounds in, but it's a long season, and the Cats usually get a good run down at GMHBA to finish off the year. So if they scrape in, it wouldn't surprise me, because there's not really many other teams putting their hands up just yet. Jack Darling's just dived on the ball and dragged it in. What's Dan Kelly writing W for? Dan Kelly. Come on, Dan. That's 2 holding the balls, Jordan Lewis. I reckon they've missed. Just doing enough to Dees so far. Gorney's flown back as if he was Jonathan Brown. What the hell was that? He's just gotten in the way of Tommy MacDonald. It's just a little bit unnecessary, Gorn. That's a great mark by Rotham. Later, Doss. Got to finish. See you, Toby. Have you heard that Steely is out for 6 to 8 weeks? Is he actually? That's horrible if that's the case. Saints have been good. Cripps from the... Oh, what a snag from Jamie Cripps. He snapped it, bananaed it from the boundary. Now, good kid is writing dumb letters. William, reading my comments have made my day because I didn't get to play footy because of COVID. Sorry to hear that, William. Yeah, I guess you've had the weekend to watch some footy, though. Caden, have you seen the Freo and Suns score? Yeah, the Suns got the job done, didn't they? Come on, Dees. Kelly kicks inside 50. Hunt nearly marks. Bowie does well. Gets a little handball out. Oliver tries to give to Gawn. He goes to ground. Williams tries to pick it up. In goes Jones, who's played really well today, Jermaine Jones. And Kelly hits Cripps again. Little chip over the top. He's hit Darling. Jack Darling puts it across the face. Thunderman says, Kato, how you doing? Going really well, Thunderman. Hopefully you're travelling well. It's a good contest. Melksham get another game. How good's that depth? Jake Melksham in the twos. I think he will. I assume he will. He's probably not in the best 22, but yeah, I think he'll be thereabouts. Well done, Tommy Mack. Gives it to Cozzy. Lowers the eyes inside 50 and hits up Bailey Fritsch. Oh, the good kid. Come on, brother. What are you doing, son? Gold Coast to top 8 contenders, in my opinion. I like that. Bailey Fritsch lining up. He'll kick from 50 and he's missed. Shocking kicking by the Dees today. 7-10. 17 scoring shots to 6. Caden, did you see Casey Demons won today? Asks Shawnee Bear. I did. I watched the half. I watched the second half. Come on, Dees. It's been a boring game. Want to see some snags. What do you watch the VFL on? On the AFL's website. Is what I watch the VFL on. Come on. Come on, Dees. Jake Lever kicks down the line. We're outnumbered at the aerial contest. Cozzy does really well at ground level, but can't quite hit the handball to Petrarca. Zaya Footy. See you, Kados. Got to go. See you, Zaya. Have a good one, mate. Well done, Jackson. Gives to Sparrow. Tries to hit Petrarca. Can't quite get there. Cozzy gets sandwiched. Petrarca at ground level gets tackled without it. Gone. Finds a looping handball to Bowie. Good little chipping kick to Harms. He's got Clary short. Doesn't want to go to him. I guess he's having a shot. We haven't seen a goal for a long, long time. Probably the start of the second term. There's a lot of Eagles fans there, says Mango Gaming. Yeah, there's not. There's not a lot of Eagles fans there at all, is there? Not that the D's can talk. We don't get many to games at the minute. Harmsy's missed everything. Come on, Dees. Lead by 36 points. Seems very low scoring and a bit boring. This is how I thought it would play out. We suffocate teams. We don't just slam on goals. What a horrible kick by Maxi Gone. Well, you have more subs than North Melbourne memberships. That's pretty funny. Can you do something like 5 games in 5 days video again? That'd be awesome. One of my favourite videos. Well done, Gorney. Kicks in board. It's cut off by McGovern. Holding the ball against Jeremy McGovern. That's almost a cent, Jeremy. Probably should have been 50. Petrarca was trying to get out of the protected zone. So he was trying to walk away, and then Jeremy McGovern didn't see Petrarca in the protective zone, went to play on. So Petrarca grabbed him, and then McGovern was like, "What are you grabbing me for? That should be 50." But he shouldn't have played on. He should have had more awareness of who was around him. It was a good mark by McGovern. Petrarca's walking out of the protected. Yeah, nah, that's probably 50 actually. Probably 50. Umpire dissent is the worst rule ever. So confusing and frustrating. We'll take it. We haven't had a goal for a long time. We needed that one. Good clearance by West Coast. Oh, Gussie Brayshaw. He is a mop, Gussie Brayshaw. He comes through and mops up every mess. James Jordan has it at half back. Little kick down the line to Gawn, who is never ever going to be outmarked in a situation like that, who gives the quick hands to Jordan, who takes a merry old stroll down Optus Stadium's wing, kicks to an outnumbered aerial contest, which has been the case all day. Barras does well at ground level and he gets tackled. Carlton are disgusting, says team coach Master. Outrageous. And the Eagles fans doing what they do best, which is just boo all day. Am I the only one who hates the man on the mark rule? I like it. I like it because for years, people wouldn't man the mark. They would cheat. Like, man on the mark is meant to stand where the mark is. But teams would, like sort of crab walk either side and, like, stop. I don't know. It was too defensive. But now the stand rule is like, hey, mate, you're on the mark. You got to stand on the mark. It's like what the mark was for back in the day. Harmsy, kicking board. There's really nothing on offer. Tom Barrish just handles it over the line, but I guess Rotham was close enough. Come on, Dees. Let's get another one here. Lukey Jackson taps it forward, follows up his own work. Viney, little handball underground. Cozzy shrugs a tackle, gives it to Jackson, handballs over the top to Harms. Good tackling pressure here by West Coast. Good defending. Sparrow, Brayshaw. Jeez, all they do is boo and sook, don't they? And what's our man bloody Westy getting involved for? They're not getting done for it, but they're getting shooting star memes for it. Williams takes a mark. He's going to kick from the boundary line. Billy Thomas drinking Pepsi Max as well. Good man. It's just the liquid of gods. Bailey Williams going the banana. Hits it really well. That's a beautiful snag. $36 points again. Say hi if you hate the Blues. Blues Dees granny. Breaking news, Charlie Kerner, late game ACL. I do not believe you. Come on, Dees. They're on top at the minute, the Eagles. Poor Kerno. There's just no chance. Come on, Dees. Our forward entries have been a bit shocking today. Tommy Mack can't hold. Well done, Cozzy at ground level. Good contest. McGovern does really well. Gets it out to Kelly. They're going forward again. May does really well to negate Flying Ryan. Dixon to Kelly. He's got Flying Ryan over the top. He does well through traffic. Back to Dixon. They'll go inside 50 again here, the Eagles. These have been disappointing these last two quarters. Yeah, it's been flat, hasn't it? Jack Viney was about to deck someone. Shout me out, Caden, says Mason. Shout out to Mason. It's good pressure by the Eagles. Oh my God, I think... Is that Flying Ryan? He loves a cheeky bump. I reckon he's flattened Jake Bowie. Let's have a look. Poor Bowser, he's a tough kid. Come on, Dees. We're playing with our food a little bit here. Let's put them away. We haven't been good at ground level at all inside 50. Come on, Dees. Come on, Cozzy. Well, that's weeks for Ryan. He's gone over the ball and got him high. Couple of weeks for flying, you would have thought. Look at the pressure. Well done, Tommy Sparrow. Well done, Tommy Sparrow. He loves it. This is a good contest. If you didn't know the scores, you'd think it was 10 points. Oh, Petrarca's missed. Four minutes to go in this third term. Jordan on the wing. I don't like this high ball stuff down the ground. We're losing every ground ball contest and we're losing every aerial contest. I feel like we need a different plan going forward. Eagles are doing well. Waterman in the middle of the ground. Well done, Dees. Playing well. Well done, Fritter. Little one to Spargs. Kicks it into Petrarca. Come on, track. They're booing the Eagles fans. Boo. Oh, far out. It's funny, isn't it? Come on, track. Come on, track. He's missed. It's holding Petrarca. Go. Go by hands. Come on, Sparrow. Come on, Dees. Fritter takes a bounce. Spargo over the top. He's probably got Fritter again. Lowers the eyes and hits Tom MacDonald all by himself. Come on, Tommy. You shanked one earlier. Now put this one through. The tension from you is serious. Comfortable, Dees. Good boy, Tommy Mac. Come on. It's not tension. It's just it's been a bit flat. I want to see some excitement. Let's kick the snag, Tommy Mac. What does the setup look like, Kados? Looks pretty schmick. Come on, Dees. 50 seconds till three-quarter time. They're going to get another clearance, the Eagles. Not good. Well done, Riv. Good intercept mark. Come on, Dees. Langdon to Viney to Sparrow. Good tackle by Flying Ryan. Free kick. Tackled him over the line. Three-quarter time, the Dees are up by 44 points. 2 goals for each side in that quarter. How are Melbourne struggling? It's a good game. Eagles have come to play. Oh, I don't want the ads. I don't want the ads. I don't want the ads. Had to mute it. If you had to trade any good player from the Dees, who would it be? Oh God, I'm pretty reluctant to get rid of any of the fellas. Disco. Any F1 or anything on tonight? Edward, what do you think about Andrew Simons? Yeah, heartbreaking. Really sad. As I was saying earlier, Shane Warne was one of my favourite sporting inspirations growing up, and Andrew Simons was one of the great entertainers of Australian cricket. So very shocking news to wake up to. Big C, I'll shout you a ticket if you want to go see the Brews get smashed. I'm not sure if I can go to that one. I think I can. But, geez, the long trek to Marvel. Bloody hell, I don't know how I'm going to find the joint. That'll be good. It'll be a good day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. What are we on? I reckon we're in the 6 6s. 649. It's pretty good. The subscribers and the views have been popping recently, to be honest. So happy days. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting the Chan. Man, I love live streaming the Dees games. I get a little bit bored when it's not a Dees game and it's a neutral game. If this was a neutral game, I would be bored out of my brain. Did you see the Dees Indigenous jumper? Asks Shawnee. I have, and it looks unbelievable. Boston or Bucks to win tomorrow, Game 7, NBA. I'm not across it, Stephen. I'm going to tip the Celtics, though. If the Dees lost, who do you think they would lose to? Jeez, 3/4 time's over. We're back into it. Who do I think we'd lose to? Absolutely no one. Oh, no, are we back in? No, 3/4 time. Oh, they just showed a bounce for no reason. Any career mode out soon, Dost? Yes, in a couple of weeks, I reckon. Who would we lose to? I reckon Swans, Cats are a couple of teams we'll have to be mindful of. That is just so cheap by Liam Ryan. I love him, one of my favourite players from the Eagles, but it's just a pretty cheap hit. And yeah, it is what it is. Ben Brown has been a useful player. He has been, hasn't he? He's pretty handy, big Benny Boner. Do you think Brisbane is a dangerous team for the Demons? I feel like we match up well against the Lions, so unless they've improved after last season, I feel pretty comfortable against the Lions, but we got them twice before finals, so we'll have a good indication of where we're at. Charlie Spargo lines up. God, we haven't kicked enough snags for mine. Need some more snags in the game. Third quarter is underway though, folks. Barris, long down the line. Waterman taps it over his head. Jackson intercepts but gets tackled and Tim Kelly's away. Gives it to Flying Ryan, who kicks high and long. Stephen May disposes of that ball accordingly. Freo may have a chance, and that's terrifying. Imagine losing the cup to Freo. Imagine that. That'd be mental. Freo's first flag. Hopefully not this year. Well done, Jack Viney. He's so hard at it. Come on, Dees. Come on, Dees. Do you like the Lions? I genuinely wonder if he likes the Lions. Yeah, I do like the Lions, actually. Had to cut my stream short, COVID getting the better of me. Are you a bit sick, Ryder? Are you a bit unwell, mate? Yeah, got COVID. Oh, you poor bugger. Hopefully you're feeling well soon. Do I like? Why are you asking if I like these teams? Well done, Gussie. Good contest, Maxi. Oh, good handball. Tim Kelly gets it, approaches 50 and misses. Do you like the Banyul Rezzies? I love the Banyul Rezzies. Love the Bears. I'm a staunch Bears man. Come on, Tommy. McGovern has it on the wing. Good spoil, Jakey Lever. Was Liam Ryan trying to get a high five as well? That's funny. That's good gear. West burst through the contest. Up and under kick. Ah, how's the handballing? How's the handballing through the contest? Chris Petrarca's kicked it to the ruckman's toes. I mean, Clayton Oliver. Come on, Dees. Let's finish off the game strong. He wants to go long to Tommy Mack. Now, you got to make this contest, Tommy. Oh, he did well. He called for it over the back, and I was just a little bit worried. It was going to be one of those ones where the forward goes, yeah, put it up here. And they just keep running back, and it drops short, and they don't get there. But he read it really well, Tommy Mack, especially on Jeremy McGovern. Did really well. So he's got to finish off his good work here. Yes, Tommy. Come on. Do I think the D's can beat Georgia Patterson's Pies, Kados? Hopefully. I think we can. Playing really well here, the D's. They're doing enough. Well done, Lever. Duggan, inside 50 kick. Oh, Jack Darling, great mark. Jack Darling lining up directly in front. Cannot miss. He slots it. He's a good kick of the footy, Jack Darling. Unpopular opinion, Port will finish 7th. Come on, Dees. Top 4 baggers, says Beef Randon. Dos, you decide, should I like or sub? Sub, please. Well done, Fritter. Over the top to Spargs. And we've got another one. Come on, Dees. Nick Buckland, thoughts on the games? I remember the vlog you had with Georgia back then. She's a star, Georgia. What's on after this, Kados? I'm going to edit. Well, I need some tucker. It's only 7:30. It's pretty early. I thought it would have gone a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm going to have some food. I'm going to edit the goal kicking challenge a little bit more. Then an early night's sleep, and then I'm up to Melbourne to record the podcast tomorrow morning. Come on, Dees. Tommy Sparrow out to Viney. Couldn't quite hit the handball, so he follows it up himself, Jack Viney. Oh, that's way too high on Alex Neil-Bullen, and it was reckless, Jeremy McGovern. And you can hold your hands up all you want, but you've got him high. How's your day been, says Vittorio. 18th first, Sunday Arvo, as it could get worse. Oh, no. Poor Kelly. I'm never going to forget this moment because you've read my comments. Good on you, William. I appreciate the support, mate. Alex Neil-Bullen rolling in and kicks truly. So they're starting to skip away now, the boys. It's raining and I just want to double check my windows closed. My window is closed. It's chilly conditions. James Harms has gone down. It looks like a bit of a hammy. Chair stream says spoken monkey. Poor Harmsy. Who comes in for Harmsy? Luke Dunstan probably. Gone to James Jordan. To Viney. Viney's had a good game. Hits Langdon out wide. That's holding the ball on Jermaine Jones. Well done, Alex Neil-Bullen. Long ball inside 50. Good spoil. No, Kados, it's pronounced S-P-O. I don't know what that little line on the top is. Spoo? Spoo. Yeah, I'm shocking. You are the GOAT, says... Oh, William, you're a star. You've been great all night on the streams, big fella. Kados, are you going to do a big freeze goal kicking challenge? If I've got time, I will. And it'll probably be 2 goal kicking challenges in 2 weeks because I'm going to have one come out this week. Gorney nonchalantly tries to kick it in board. Cozzy gives to Gorney. Snap on the run. I don't like that. Noah Moon. Dosso. Mooney. How are you, Noah? Hopefully you're travelling well, mate. Duggan. Kicks out to the wing. Good mark by Dixon. Fave YouTuber, says Baron. Flying Ryan's tried to take mark of the year on Gorney again. He's done it before. Well done, Bowie. Out to Langdon. Kicks forward, hits Cozzy. Beautiful kick. Couple more goals, Dees. Come on. Good kick wide to Brayshaw, who tried to milk one. Plays on immediately. Kicks in board. There's players everywhere. Brown. Oh my God, there's so many whistles. But Tommy Mack probably did shepherd out Barris, but I was probably there. There's just... Well, that's play on. There's just so many whistles. Put it away, umpire. Let the boys play. Well, that's holding the ball on Alex Witherden. Great tackle, Tommy Mack. Where was the one earlier on Sparrow on the wing? Come on, Dees. Langdon. Centering kick. I love that. Good contest there. Fritter snaps on over his head. Come on. Come on, Dees. Beautiful work. Did I say 67 points? It's 62 at the minute. Centering ball. I think today we've had a few too many shots on goal. Like a little bit of Hollywood time for the boys. But that was beautiful by Langdon to centre it. Well done, Fritter. Come on, Dees. Okay, Chandler's on. Gets 10 of the best. Fair play to Cade Chandler. He's been in and around the squad for a long time, so Good to see him get a bit of a go. What a rank kick by Connor West, but it's fallen into the hands of Petreski Seaton, who will have a shot. That was a mongrel punt. Petreski Seaton comes in, 25 out, slides it into the post. Jack Viney takes a bounce. Tries the longer kick to Fritter. That was perfect by Jack Viney. That was awesome. That was an amazing shoe. And now Fritter's going to line up to extend the margin. Poor Ryder Henchy has been ending his streams because of COVID. Poor Ryder. F's in the chat for our man Ryder. Fritter lining up. And he slots it. Come on. Yes, Fritter. He's kicked a couple of late ones, Fritter. That was a great kick by Jack Viney. $67 points. I reckon that's what I tipped the margin to be at the start of the game. Hopefully it gets a little bit bigger from here, but awesome performance. Oh, Flying Ryan's out. And probably out for a couple, you feel? Well done, Brayshaw. Good contest. Well done, Gussie. Great tackle, Cade Chandler. Oh, that was not in the back. Or was it? Foley's pretty sore. Oh, maybe it was. Just didn't look in the back live, but maybe it is. Foley's hurt, the poor fella. I didn't think it was in the back live. Well, it's a dangerous tackle though. In the back. I didn't think it was in the back, but yeah. That's a shocking feeling. That is a shocking feeling. Poor fella. Hopefully he recovers well. We don't like to see concussions like that. Definitely a dangerous tackle. Pinned the arms. Got him high in the head. Hitting the ground. Petreski-Seaton handballs it off to McGovern, who has a kick from 55, and he slots it. It's a 67-point margin. Is it now? Or is it 61 now? Yeah, I know. I tipped them by 67. 61 now. Wait, no, is Foley injured? Yeah, he's concussed. He got tackled by Cade Chandler. Petrarca surging it forward. Good contest, Jackson and Barris. Chandler, look at him crack in. He loves it. Come on, Dees. Langdon, kicking board. Just been outnumbered at the contest. In the aerial contest all day. Cozzy steals it. Snaps and goals. Cozzy, what a brilliant finish. Oh, what a great snag. Oh, that was awesome. That's a great finish, Cozzy. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. He loves it, Coz. And we love him. Nine and 0, says GTA, mate. Yeah, crazy. 2 years in a row, 9 and 0. It's amazing. Gorney tapping it to no one as usual. Kelly breaks out of the contest. Brayshaw stands in the hole. Stephen May wins the race to the footy. Well done, Jake Bowie. Does well to mop it up. Spargo. Oh, just turns his opponent inside out and kicks him board. Cozzy. Good shoe on the left to Sparrow. Kick, dangerous kick in board, but it's hit Petrarca. It's a beautiful shoe. Get off your mark, you idiot. Oh, Petrarca. He's had a shocker, but it's going to work out to Cozzy. Sometimes Petrarca doesn't roll back off his mark, and he assumes that the person who has on the mark with the stand rule won't put their arm out or anything. And he gets away with it a lot. Like, he gets away with it a lot where he won't go off the mark, and then off a step, he'll just take the kick. And every time I go, that's going to get spoiled. And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't. And I go, Oh, fair enough. Track knows what he's doing, but he got spoiled then. It was very frustrating. Ball came back to him, and he slipped, but it's hit Cozzy, who's lining up for his third. No, it's not going to happen. Got way too close to the man on the mark. Oh, sick. These bots are really sick, man. Really sick. Why bother? I don't really get it. The AFL keeps the fixture very similar so that they get the most money possible. That makes sense. Oh, ball to Cozzy. To Clary. To Cozzy. To Petrarca. Shocking track. What the hell was that? What uncade Chandler. Spargo. Over the top to Chandler. To Petrarca. Lowers the eyes and hits Tommy Mack. He's got one more over the top. Well, it was Jackson, but he's going to have the shot, Tommy Mack. So the scoreboard's starting to look a little bit more like what we thought pre-game. Shocking accuracy by the boys. 15 points. It's 30 scoring shots to 12. It could have been a bloodbath. Tommy Mack lining up. Looks good off the boot, Tommy. Looks great off the boot. That's another one for the Dees. And it's out to 74 points with 2.5 minutes to go. Two and a half minutes to go. It's 300% for the Dees. Gone. Another clearance. Long ball inside 50. Luke Jackson brings it to ground. Cade Chandler crumbs. Snap on the left. It's not going to happen. No, that's a low percentage effort. Cade. Witherden. Shocking kick. Rivers. Does well to get boot the ball. Oh, Cozzy. Oh, Cozzy, what a tackle. Oh, that is cheating. The West Coast Eagles have been cheating. How is that in the back? Cheating. Boo all you want, but that's just not the right call. Jack Darling. Kicks down the line. Good spoil by Maxi. How much more time is left? 1 minute, 24 seconds. Come on, Dees. Petrevsky, Seaton. Oh, well done, Jake Bowie. Oh, how good's the handballing? Dixon. Jeez, Jack Darling just can't quite put the pressure on, can he? Too far out to score, West. What's he going to do? He's going to look for Dixon. That's... Oh. Naish's had a shot and he's missed. 74 points. Emphatic victory by the Dees. Really good performance. And we're 9 and zip. Can you believe it? It's ridiculous. Six seconds to go. And there it is. Oh. Happy days. What a performance by the Melbourne Footy Club. They've got the job done by 74 points over at Optus. It's never easy to head over to WA and get a victory, let alone a victory in that sort of fashion. They've kept the Eagles to 38 points for the game. That is very, very little amount. F's in the chat for the Dees. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button. We're bounding our way to 70k. 9 and 0 for the boys. See you, Kados. Love you, mate. Love you, Dalton. I appreciate the support, buddy. Lions are definitely contenders against Dees. That'll be a good game. Keen to see that. That'll be in Melbourne on a Thursday night, I reckon. You're going next week, Dos, to the North game? I believe I am, yes. Well done, track. Do an Evo stream. Staying on tonight, Dos? No. I've got a little bit of prep to do for the potty tomorrow and some editing as well. I'll smash some dinner and get ready to head up to Melbourne in the morning. So, I'll be signing off after this. He's an attractive man, track, says Austin. He is. He's a beautiful, beautiful fella. Oh, the bounce. Yeah, bounce will be on after this, won't it? Did Gozzy kick 3 or 4? What a game. 9 rounds in and no AFL Evo stream. A changed man in 2022. Oh, I'm just more mature. I've just put away the... put away that sort of stuff. No, more Evo to come. I love Evo. $250 games for Jack Redden. As a Tigers fan, I used to be used to losing and now I'm expecting to win. You'd be the same, says Lachlan. Yeah, for sure. It is weird. Like a trip to WA to play the Eagles and I'm expecting for us to get the job done by 10 goals and we are. It's a bit of a weird time to be alive, to be fair. Do you reckon the Dees will go 22-0? I don't. I've said that all along. I don't reckon they will. Very hard to do. Almost impossible to do. Dos, if you do Evo stream, Cookson will return. I reckon Cookson will run for the hills if we do an Evo stream. He doesn't love it. He doesn't love Evo, the young king. That was good for the percentage. Got the highest percentage now. The Blues are in the top 4. It's crazy. Is he frozen? No, I'm just watching the footy. Lions, Demons, Granny Doss. Just watching the boys walk off. I'll watch them sing the song and then I'll probably get off. A great win, though. A great win.
Is it me, or are players taking a long time to come off the ground after a win these days? They go and thank all the supporters, and, which they should do, and I like that. You didn't do that in your day? We did. But you're right. I mean, their injury list is so healthy. I mean, Salem and Joel Smith are probably the two that are out with injury, but they're really healthy at the moment. They're building great depth through their Casey, their VFL side.
Pump on the Dees song. Well deserved. I might wrap it up now. The boys are going off down into the rooms. They've got the Chockies over West Coast, over in WA by 74 points. 9-0. Can you believe it? It's awesome. It's awesome to see. Very professional performance. I seem to say that every week. I appreciate everyone tuning into the stream. We had really good numbers for the first time in a little while. I know the neutral 110 game on a Saturday probably doesn't pull in the people to the streams, but it was good. It was good to have a few people hop on. Really good turnout. Once again, I appreciate everyone tuning in. I've got plenty of content to come this week, including a goal kicking challenge on the Thursday. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everyone tuning in. And I'll see you all for some more content very, very soon. The Dees are 9 and zip. Cheers.